That compressor off of that air conditioner that I scrapped the other day, and I hadn't tested it yet to see if it works. If it's, what the heck? Oh. But if it works, I'm going to make a small air compressor out of it. Because when I sold all my woodworking tools and everything the other day, or last month, I got rid of my air compressor too, and I should have kept it. But at any rate, I just need a small one, you know, like if I have a flat tire or something, happen to blow up a tire, something like that. And so I'm gonna, what do you call it? Jury rig. There's 3 wires going to that thing, and I'm gonna assume that the black one and the white one, or the black one and the red one, is the positive and the negative. And I'm going to assume that blue wire is probably the ground. So, actually it don't matter. Now, anybody watching this, I don't recommend doing this like this for anybody else. You do it right. You put, you know, you get a good connection, and but anyway, I just make sure you ain't got nothing crossed up there. And if I got that right, that thing should I keep looking at that, make sure I'm recording. Ain't nothing worse than be sitting here yapping for 15 minutes and then find out the darn thing ain't recording. So I hate that. Well, here it goes. Make sure I ain't got nothing shorting out there. Alright. I jumped because I thought it was shocking me, but it's running. What happened? Now, it is running, but you know what? I can't tell. I don't believe a damn thing is Okay, I know what's going on. That thing done got warm real quick. It is scrap, buddy. Yeah. Heard of them. Scrapola. So much for using that for an air compressor. I don't know if that's a... I guess that was a spider. But, so, it's scrap. And I suppose, yeah, that got hot too quick. That's, that motor's probably seized up or something. No air compressor out of this. So, you know what, though? I think I'm going to do a video taking one of these apart. So, I'm going to cut it open. I won't do this today. I got other fish to fry today besides this. But I just wanted y'all to see how... Not that there ain't a lot of people out there that know how to do this, but there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to do it. And so I guess the next thing I'm going to be doing, I keep looking at, I don't trust this camera at all. I just don't trust it. But, wow. You know, that video I made yesterday about Free is Better 86, I was really kind of, after I did it and posted it and everything, I'm thinking, you know, you might not should have done that. People might not like that, but I'll tell you the truth, I am so, gosh, what, I don't know, the people on YouTube, I'm talking about the creators now, I'm not talking about the people that just go watch them and that's it, and they don't create a video or anything like that, but I'm talking about the people that make these things. I've come to realize that it's very, you know, if you make a real high quality video, you got to know a little bit about what you're doing. You got to have the right cameras and all that stuff. And it's time consuming. And I just never, I don't know, I never give it much thought as to what people were like when they was doing this stuff and everything, but I think some people go to the extremes a little bit, but you know, if you like the video, you watch it anyway, you know. But I'm just thoroughly blown away by the people, and like I said yesterday, I feel like I'm in a community now, you know, with these other people. My videos got a long ways to go, because I don't know squat about this editing, man. I keep going back to this video editor I got, and I I just don't get it. That thing looks so, it looks like looking at Japanese or Chinese writing or something, you know. I'm like, can people actually understand that? Because I sure can't. And I thought I was pretty computer savvy. Well, I am computer savvy for my age. But I thought I knew a lot. I thought I could talk myself through this editor stuff, but so far I'm still on Windows Movie Maker, and they don't even support that anymore. It's just kind of a dead issue. So, but it's working for me right now. I am able to make my videos. Um, but people, these people are not what I expected them to be. I don't know. Maybe I was expecting them to be kids or dumb people. I don't know what I expected. I never gave it much thought. And now I realize it's a lot of work. And some of these people's putting out a video a day, and that's extremely. This one guy, this Tucker Upper guy, and I still ain't figured out what his real, if that's really his name, or I know the Upper's not his last name. He gave his name one time, and I can't remember what it was. And but he does one a day, and so far since beginning of the year, he's batting 100%. You know, he's done one a day, and he's got a scrapping business. He does a foreclosure closeout business that he does. I watched one today. He was up on the roof putting a coat of tar on part of a roof up there for some reason, and then he was spraying some Flex Seal on a skylight in the roof to seal it. It must have been leaking, but he does so much. Plus he explores, you know, he goes to interesting places and things. And the first time I ever saw him, I thought he was just a cocky little 30-year-old guy, you know, that liked to do stunts and stuff like that. And I saw him get hurt a couple of times doing stunts, and that's how I thought about him. But then he gets in depth about things, you know, like when I was seeing him going into these foreclosures and where people has left all their stuff, you know, and their furniture and everything, and I thought that would bother me, having to go in there and mess with somebody's life like that and stuff like that. And turns out he's the same way. He's the same dang way. He may not express it every time, but he is very much aware that them toys laying there with somebody's kids' toys, and those clothes, that was somebody's clothes, and those pictures hanging on the wall, that was somebody's home. And he's very much aware of it. I was really struck by that he is aware of that. And then he loves, I'm assuming he loves all animals. He loves cats. I know that, and he just recently had to put down a cat that he loved. I thought the cat looked like a little, I told him it looked Oriental or Asian or something, the way its eyes slanted. But I didn't know the true story. I didn't know the whole story behind that cat, because I didn't see that video till just the other day, how he actually got it. It was his grandfather's cat, and his grandfather had that cat for 13 or 14 years. And I never did catch exactly what happened, that they had to have the cat put down. His cat's name was Lolo. And but they had to have it put down, and you know, and they went through the trouble and stuff, you know, to have the cat cremated, and they saved ashes from the cat, and there's a vial with some of the cat hair, the ashes in it and stuff for him and his. I don't know if Sammy's his wife or girlfriend. Really don't matter, but I love them both. And he gave his grandfather a vial of the cat hair. Because he'd had that cat so long. But he'd got the cat from his grandfather's house because his grandfather had a stroke. So it just struck me. It's some of the things he says, you know, and just every time you think you about got him figured out, he comes up with stuff, you know, that, man, this guy really cares. He he's not the cocky little smart mouth young guy that I thought he was at first. And so, you know, uh, it's not, and he's a real potty mouth too. Sometimes he'll, you know, using the F word and all that stuff a lot. But you know, a lot of people do, and I used to cuss real bad. I'm hoping I got a lot better about it. And what got started trying to cut down on my cussing was the scrap and pallet man, Paul. Uh, you don't hear none of that stuff coming out of his mouth. And he's a very religious guy, you know, and he just got me inspired not to cuss so much. It didn't sound nice. So hopefully I can stick to that. But this Tucker Upper, he is just his mom and daddy. I keep telling your mom and daddy did something right. You got your head on straight, and he's living the dream. He said, and it's another every day. It's another day in paradise. So, but you know, and it's not just Tucker Upper. There's so many others out there that I'm gonna try to mention as I go along with some of my other videos, because I'm just so impressed by these people that I just can't believe there's people left like this. You know, I'm about to get emotional about it. it just, it just, it just melts my heart to see this. And I don't know where you people come from, but I'm sure glad I found you. And I feel like I got friends. I ain't never met any of you. I may never meet any of you, but I sure, well, I guess you tell I'm at a loss for words. And buddy, for me, that's saying a mouthful, because usually I can run my mouth non-stop. But I just love all these people that I found, and I'm talking about the subscribers too, you know, that just go in there and look at the videos and that's it. But I mainly right now I'm meaning the people that make these videos and put them up, and they're not, and believe me, they're not in it for the money, because very few people ever make a lot of money on YouTube. You know, it just don't happen. And they recently changed the rules where it makes it extremely difficult to even get monetized. And I only got I think I got one more subscriber. I got 61 now. So, but out of them 61, I got friends that I consider my friends, and they seem like nice, decent people. There's a couple of them there that's got some kooky ideas about stuff, but you know what? Free country. You can be kooky if you want to, as long as it ain't hurting you or nobody else. But just good people. I believe me, I am. I don't know where they come from. I really don't. But I sure love them. All of them. And I think there might be 10 or 15 in that little group that I'm talking about that I subscribe to a lot more than that, but there's some that I watch religiously. And they pretty much know who they are, I think, because I've pretty much told them so. They, it's, I, it's like I think I'm putting in about 3 hours a day watching these other people's videos. About 3 hours a day. And some days I don't even turn my TV on. Now what about that? Don't even turn my TV on. And of course now Wednesday night, 8 o'clock, TV comes on because I got this one program that I absolutely loved, and I have watched every show since its inception. And you either hate this show or you love it. I don't think there's no in between. I mean, some people say, oh, I've seen it a couple of times, something like that, but I've seen it every time, and sometimes I've seen the shows twice. I go on the internet and watch it again if I think I missed something. And I'm talking about Survivor. I love that show. I wished I could do that, but they ain't no way they could take an old fart and put in a situation like that where you ain't eating right and all that stuff, and you got a balance problem, and you walk funny, and you're just an old fart like I am. But I love that show, and it's coming on tonight, and at 8 o'clock I'll be sitting right there watching that sucker. And I eat up every minute of it. And sometimes they have a back-to-back show, and I love them, you know. Gives me 2 hours of watching it. But something happened a while back about the show that I wasn't aware of. I knew that the show was filmed and everything and done before they ever aired the whole series, but I didn't know it was done so far in advance. I found out just the other day, matter of fact, that they air these shows. Not air them, but they film the shows. They actually film the shows sometimes as much as 6 months in advance of showing it on TV. 6 months. So that means when I'm sitting there every week while they're running that series, that all that stuff happened could have happened 6 months ago. Most of the time it's around 4.5 to 5 months ago. But that kind of took something out of it for me. You know, that it's already happened, and these people, they're already home, sitting on their couch and watching the same series. The only thing that hadn't happened is the finale show, usually on a Sunday night, that they count the votes to see who won the $1 million. That's the only thing that's live. And that just kind of bothered me. They already sitting home and watching it along with me. You get into it, you get involved in it, and it's almost like it's happening right now, man, you know. And I'm like sleeping, well, I wonder what they're doing tonight, you know. But it ain't like that. It's already happened. It's past tense. But I love the show, and it's a reality show, I guess. That's about the only reality show I like. I used to watch Pawn Star till I found out that was every bit totally scripted. I thought when they were showing all this stuff happening, it was happening in the pawn shop. Wasn't happening. The pawn shop exists, but they got a set made somewhere just like the pawn shop. And all that stuff they're showing, all the people coming in and going out and stuff, it's all scripted. It's not fake. They actually do that, but it's not real life. It's not reality. Somebody comes in with something, they get all the experts lined up and all that stuff. And when I found out like that, I don't watch it, and I don't like it. They tricked me. I thought it was real. It's not real. But I imagine all the reality shows got some kind of stuff like that, you know. But I done got to sit here and run in my mouth, and what was I gonna do? Oh, I was starting on one of them TVs. Maybe I done run my mouth too long. You know, a while back, I went to a yard sale somewhere, and I just, don't ask me why, but that, you see my hand, how small that motor is. Looks like a little sewing machine motor, but it's a sander, a little disc sander, and it does. You see that, see the swat? Wow, there. So, you know, it does okay. I guess that'd be alright for small work or something. But I bought that, and I bought this. It's a little saw. There again, looks like a little sewing machine motor. I don't know if this thing's homemade or not. This part here is wood. But you know, you can't cut all the way through it. It ain't like a little table saw because of the shaft part being in the way. But it runs. Well, I don't know where in the world you would go to get new blades for that, but it's got to. For some reason, I just had to have that. Of course, I was making a lot of small stuff, cutting small pieces of stuff. You know, people keep telling me I ain't gonna make no money doing this. Well, of course I'm not. I'm 77, and as far as I'm concerned, once I made it to 75, anything after that was a bonus. And I'm in my bonus years. And my goal, the dream, as everybody keeps talking about, is I want to see my 9-year-old grandson at a 20-year-old man. To have a pretty good idea of how it's going to be and everything. And I want to see my 18-year-old grandson become a doctor, and he's in his first year of college, and he's wanting to be a doctor. He's wanting to be a radiologist. Now, I don't mean one of them people that just lay you in there and take x-rays. He's wanting to be the radiologist doctor, and that's high up on the totem pole. And it takes 12 years. So anyhow, I want to see him become a doctor. My 28-year-old, he's the one with cerebral palsy, which is not real bad, but it's enough that he's on disability and can't hold a job. I worry about him. I worry about when I'm gone, will anybody be there to take care of me? This mama's not there, and because she didn't raise him, my wife and I raised him. And I love that boy, and he's well, I don't want him to get in. He's a good boy, though. He volunteers at the church a couple days a week on the food bank thing. And, but I got this motor, and can y'all see that? I guess you can. This thing has it's geared. It's got a gearbox on it. And when I got it, well, at one time I could turn that. Anyway, I was wanting to make a can crusher. This is about 5 or 6 pounds. It's not big, but it's coming. That looks like about a 5/8 shaft there. And I want to make a can crusher, you know, where you just fed your cans in there and it crushed them. And I'm talking about the tin cans. And I'm still planning on doing that. If I can figure out how to get this thing to work. It's 115 volts, thermally protected. Speed is 100 rounds per minute. I guess that means this thing here turns 100 times a minute. It's geared to that. And that's what I needed, something that was slow but strong. And horsepower. I didn't say squat. It says horsepower, but don't give how much horsepower it is, so I don't know. I'm going to pull this thing apart and see if I can figure out how to wire this thing and check it. But I got this at Swinger Brothers. I paid, seemed like I paid about $1 a pound for it. And if it didn't work, I could bring it back, get my money back, and get another one. And I never could get it to work. But I still have a dream about making some kind of a can crusher. For that thing. But if I can't, I'll have to scrap it, because all that cast on there is aluminum. And it's got to be, I don't know how strong that thing would be. But that's on my to-do list. On my to-do list. Then I got this little thing. This is some kind of a pump. I'm assuming it goes inside a, I don't know. But it's heavy, about a half a pound. I don't know how you go about taking that thing apart, but I aim to find out. And this thing, this is a fuel pump. It goes down in the gas tank. Well, actually, I think it went in the side of the gas tank, like so. The fuel line hooked up to that. Because that's the float, and that tells you how much gas you got in there. That moves it, tells you how much is there. But I'm assuming there's a little motor in there. It gotta be, because here's some wires going to it. But I'm going to check that out. And this, my friends, is another capacitor. And I'm not sure what that come off of. I run across it a while ago sitting over on my bench. And I've already discharged it, so it's not dangerous or anything. But I still wouldn't stick my finger down there just to make sure. But that's a capacitor. I wanted to open one of these up and see what's in it. Just for the heck of it. And This is out of a television. I never did get all the goodies off of it, 'cause, you know, you got stuff like that's aluminum, that's aluminum. And as far as the other stuff, I don't know. I see people depopulating these boards and everything, but they know what the stuff is. And I don't know what that stuff is, and why would anybody buy? I seen one guy taking these chips off and stuff with a heat gun. And there's, wow, look at that. That's the first time I've seen that. Can you see in that? In here? Am I right? Yeah, right there. That's got a bunch of little pieces of copper, and it ain't much. But like I was saying a while ago, I know I'm not making no money, but I'm in my bonus years, and I got to live at least 11 more years. And I know that if I just sit in there out on that front porch in a rocking chair and sit in there and watch TV and watch old reruns of Gunsmoke and Bonanza and all that stuff, I'll be dying on the vine. And I don't want to do that. I want to be around for them 10 or 11 years, and I need to stay busy, and I need to continue on with my diet, losing weight, and I'm still losing weight. And I don't know how I'm doing it. And one day I'm going to get into this computer here. I ain't started on that. I'll get out my set of Torx tools and stuff and pull that jewel apart. And I got another computer too to do. Got 2 laptops. But I got a lot of odd and end stuff to do. But I know I'm not making no money. Somehow people think they got to keep reminding me, you ain't making no money. Well, no, but I'm having fun. And I discovered YouTube, and I discovered the people on YouTube. And this thing here, I don't know what this is. It's a bowl, obviously, but I don't know what it's made out of. Where's my magnet? Here it is. I might get up and get that damn thing. Whoop, I cussed. I just couldn't get through the day without cussing. Oh. This little shed is just too tight. Ow, boy, if that hit my foot, I'd have been screwed. Let me see, this bowl is not magnetic. Dang, that thing come close to my foot. That's all I need. Smash foot, and that's the foot that I had that big toe amputated on. I was told, somebody told me they thought this was silver-plated copper. You know what? I've seen some other people do this a lot. Alright, Russell, you just keep messing around here. You're going to mess yourself up. Something's going to hit you on the dang foot. That's going to be my project tomorrow, to get this little shed straightened out where I can, there's what I'm looking right there. I want to see if this is copper. And if it is, I know where there's a whole, probably 100 of these. What is that on the bottom? United Airlines. They went out of business, right? This must have been one of them little bowls for first class when they're serving people high class stuff. But it looks silver plated. Let's see what we got here. We'll son of a gun. It's copper. I hope them bowls are still there. I'll get them boogers. It's copper. Sure is. Wonder if a scrapyard buy them. How would they buy it? Is dirty copper or? What about that? Well, dang, folks. United Airlines. Y'all know where them bows is at. And they're still sitting there all stacked up on a shelf in the shed. Nobody wanted them. I'll take them. Copper. Son of a gun. I'm looking at that thing again, see if it's working. I don't trust that camera at all. Yeah, I think my project tomorrow is going to be, this is off of a TV too. But I'm even seeing where people depopulating them boards and stuff, but they're calling these little things like that firecrackers or something or other, because they look like a firecracker, but they must have some value. There must be something in it, because there's a lot of people depopulating these boards now. I want to cut the copper. I don't know. No, I'll cut the copper off that. It's very easy to do. And this here, let me show you this. I pulled many of these apart. Well, I missed my other pliers. I wonder where I laid them darn things. Well, I didn't mean for all that to come off. Well, what I'll do, when I strip this, of course I'll save the wires, but just go around, copper strap around that, I'll get that off of there. And that's not a lightweight copper, it's pretty heavy grade copper. Anyway, so much BS for today. I got to get, I wonder what time it is. My clock in my bedroom quit, so I had to come out here. I took it in the bedroom. My telephone's on the dump. I don't know what's going on with that. But I'll find out. I'm my daughter's supposed to find out more. Anyhow. All she wrote today, people. This is not what I intended on doing. I was actually going to be doing something. Well, I did check the